The curved planar reformat tool or CPR tool is great for drawing a center line through the center of a hollow structure. Obviously we're doing cardiac, so it's going to be through a vessel, but it can also draw the center line through an airway. Those are probably the two most common uses of the CPR tool. You can activate the tool right here where it says CPR, or you can right click anywhere actually and activate the tool here. It's also under the menu tools available here. Here is it. Here is the CPR tool. Once activated, you can shift left click on the vessel. It's default to coronary right now, and let's stick with that. I'm going to shift left click on the RCA in this case and see how well it does with automatically getting the RCA. And that's actually pretty decent creation of a center line through the RCA. You can view control points by clicking here and adjust them accordingly if you feel that the control points are off to the side instead of being in the center of the vessel. You can click and drag the control points. Let's go to this one. And I find that looking at the control points on the axial and adjusting them there is more efficient because it's much easier to center them than adjusting them on the orthogonal and actual CPR images. Here's kind of more, to me, it's easier to adjust the control point on the axial or actual cross-sectional views. All right, and when you're happy, you can just kind of hide them so you can get clear views of the lumen of the vessel. That's left clicking and dragging to rotate around that center line that we just created to check for any stenoses. And you have other presets here: automatic, normal, head and neck, 2 clicks, multi-click, and tree. Aside from the coronary, I probably use the 2 clicks and multi-click the most. And let's go back out here to our multi-view setup. I'm going to erase everything right now. So let's say the acquisition wasn't optimal. There's some misregistration or other motion artifact, and the vessel you're trying to highlight won't automatically pop up. You have multiple options. You can do 2 clicks, one from the very proximal part of the vessel. Again, I'm going to just do the RCA, and then the second click to the distal portion of the vessel you're trying to get. Let's see, try to finish here on the RCA. And again, you can check where the control points are. It looks like a pretty decent acquisition of that center line. I'm going to hide the control points. And here on this kind of axial view window, you can follow the blue dots to make sure they're within the center of the vessel you're trying to highlight or get the center line of. And it looks like you did a pretty good job. And let's again delete that. Let's say it was even more suboptimal and the 2 clicks didn't work. It will give you an error saying it couldn't obtain proper center line, something along those lines. And the final recourse, I think, is the multi-click, and you'll just again start from the very proximal part of the vessel, and along the way making sure you follow the center of the vessel, going more distally, etc. And here I'm just gonna take some shortcuts and actually go down the PDA, see what that looks like. And when you're finished, hit finish. And I can confirm on this axial viewing window that all the blue dots are within the center of the lumen, and it looks like they are. Again, the fact that it was able to automatically capture the center line through this RCA means that it would there's really no need to use the 2 clicks or multi-click. All right, so those are the different options for the curved planar reformat or CPR tool.